I never got to have kids, not because I didn't want to, but because I couldn't. Now I'm in my 50s. My husband is disabled. I have declining health of my own, and it's scary. There's no one to call if I fall. I have to be the strong one. I'm the one that picks my husband up when he falls. There's no one there to speak up for us if I can't. I know a lot of young people these days are considering not having kids. And believe me, I get it. But you should know that you might not feel the cost of that decision right now, but you will later. But I'm not trying to guilt you. I'm just trying to give you the full picture so you can use it to make informed decisions. Hey y'all, I'm Terry. I'm a 56-year-old Gen Xer. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little different. It's personal, it's emotional, and quite honestly, it's hard to make, but it's been weighing on my heart lately. And I really think that the younger generation needs to hear the full picture of what it's like after you start aging and you don't have children, so they can make a full informed decision on if they really want to have kids or not. I tried for years to have kids, prayed on it, hoped on it, waited, had surgeries for it, did IVF for it, and every time it ended up in heartbreak and tears. But life moved forward. We moved forward. We considered adoption, but then my husband started getting worse, and we realized he had a disability, and then it just wasn't the time to adopt a child because we couldn't care for ourselves. Younger people might not think about that. They might not think about what's in the future for them, for themselves and their health. And they might think, oh, we won't have kids now. We'll just have kids later. Many think they won't have kids at all. But let me tell you, not having kids is pretty freaking scary. There's nobody there who's got your back. There's nobody there who will come for you if you need help. It's just you. Sure, I have my husband, but I take care of him. He can't really take care of me. He does his best, but it's just us. So if you get sick, who's going to advocate for you? If your mental capacity declines, who's going to make those decisions for you and make sure you live in dignity? As I mentioned, right now, our life is like this. My husband has a disability called myotonic dystrophy, and it just progressively gets worse as he ages. It's not going to get better. I have several autoimmune diseases. One is rheumatoid arthritis, so it's going to get worse as I age. But I have to take care of him. If I can't take care of him and he can't take care of me, then what? So really, it's terrifying to think about the future. It's coming up on us fast. And it's not just because I might need care. It's because there's nobody there to care for me. There's no adult children to step in. I don't have a daughter who can take me to my doctor's appointments. I don't have a son who can advocate for my husband and I's well-being. It's just us trying to survive. When we were younger, we were healthy. We were active. He was a plumber in construction. This came on midlife. This came on in his late 30s. Mine came on in my late 30s. You don't know what the future holds. You just don't. And that's the part I want to convey to you today. If you are thinking about not having children, you just don't know. Disabilities don't always give a warning. They don't announce themselves ahead of time. They just show up. One day you're fine, the next you're not. And if you don't have a support system with you, behind you, for you, it's frightening. Look, I've been reading articles lately about how Gen Z and Millennials are deciding not to have children. And I get it. Their reasons are because cost of living, the state of the world, the climate, it's a scary place and it's a scary decision and it's an expensive decision. I'm not trying to guilt anybody into making that decision. It's between you and God. And some of you might just think you don't want the responsibility. You want to be free. You want to have the money that you make so you can live your life and not have to worry about taking care of another human being. And you might feel you're just fine on your own. But the thing is, you probably are for now. What I'm trying to say gently and with love is this. You might not feel the cost of not having children now, but you will in the future. 20, 30 years, you will. Because when you hit 50 and beyond, it gets real. So if your body starts letting you down or your mind starts letting you down, things we can't control and we don't plan for, it's hard to find people that are not your family who will care. Look, from the beginning of time, that was the whole meaning of life, right? Was to procreate and carry on the human species. That's what it's all about, right? So if everybody decides not to have kids, not only will you be alone and scared if you're old and sick like me, the world won't have mankind anymore. Kind of sad. Really sad. Now I know not everybody is meant to have kids. Trust me, I get that. But if you're watching this video and still here, you're the kind of person who could have kids. Because someone who shouldn't have kids wouldn't care enough to even still be listening. You know? And look, I'm not saying kids are a guarantee. Life happens. Sometimes kids end up going off and not coming back. Nobody's perfect. No parent is perfect. There's never going to be a perfect time. If you're thinking we'll wait until such and such a time in the future when we've got our ducks in a row, trust me, your ducks never get in a row. This doesn't happen. Life is messy. It's never perfect, and there's never going to be a right time for it. But you just figure it out. And having kids, having that love and that support and that lifeline means everything. You know, there's a difference between growing old alone and growing old surrounded by love. And again, I'm not trying to guilt anybody into anything. I just want to give you the full picture so you have the whole story so you can make an informed decision. I'm just a 50-year-old lady rambling about her feelings and her fears. But you should hear that because life doesn't always come out how you plan, no matter how much you plan. So don't make a decision just based on the present. Remember, there's a future, and what is that future going to be like? In all circumstances, nothing might happen. You might be perfectly healthy and perfectly sound in mind and living life active and free, and then be gone. But that's not how it happens for a lot. A lot of us grow older, we grow weaker, we go sicker, and our minds, they're not as sharp as they used to be. And they get worse as we age. So just keep the future in mind when you make your decision for today, okay? So it's okay to be unsure. Just try to remember when you grow older, you'll want someone who knows you and who loves you and who will show up for you. You're still trying to figure it out. Just don't shut the door on kids, okay? They can be a meaningful part of your life. But mostly pray about it and do what God leads you to do. That's all I ask. And thank you for being here today and taking time out to listen to an old woman ramble. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. Keep the faith. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.